What is up out there in the universe? In just a second here to get myself situated. Situated. Is what I did. I did situated. Ha 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 ha. Well, where's the goddamn stick at? In the stick so I can smoke some nicotine products. Inhale that shit deep into my lungs. And it seems to be the only goddamn thing I can't find right this second. You fucking Now, damn it, I only had one coat on. I guess I left the son of a bitch out in the car. Oh, well, whatever. Too much shit to think about right now. Hello, how's people out there? If there's anybody out there, how are you? How are you? Lovely, me too. Oh, I need to change my state of mind at the moment. So, some Lechero. No, I'm not bald. My hair's just pulled back in a ponytail. Oh, El Lechero. I think I've had this before. Onesie box. Didn't have much money. Stopped in. Like, hey, what's in the onesie box? You have to tell them what you want. Flour, pre-roll, whatever. But got this El Lechero pre-roll for $6. A gram for $6. Tests out at 27.44%. So it's not being sold for $6 because it's crappy. It's being sold for $6 because the onesie box, once they get down to one or two items left on the shelf of a particular whatever, it gets pulled off the shelf so that the person ordering knows to order more of that shit. It's not too bad. Almost reminds me of spaghetti. Definitely gonna have more of an indica lean. I don't know. I haven't looked at the profile too much. Yep, CBGA on its own, 1.02. That's within indica range. Limonene, 0.70. Beta caryophyllene. Yep. Alpha pinene. Where's alpha? Beta pinene. Alpha over beta, which, given this smell, I'm going to call bullshit on that, given the super low level of terpineol. Or, well, no, terpinolene. I thought that said terpinolene. That's terpineol. Well, either way, it still bears the same. Yeah. That alpha pinene profile is not correct, which means what exactly when the profile is incorrect? Whenever alpha over alpha plus beta is not equivalent, whenever alpha over alpha plus beta in a ratio to beta over alpha plus beta is not equivalent to the lean listed by the industry, which is typically given by growers, look at the structural characteristics and whatnot and assign lean. I think lean can be assigned in a more accurate way for the end user. And that's what I'm talking about with the alpha pinene, beta pinene profile. However, it does not work here, but what that indicates is one of two things, either opposition in totality or totality of opposition. Yes, I know, sounds funny, right? But it's not. They're actually, it's real math. So, and they both indicate approximation of opposition is what I meant to say. Approximation of opposition, you get a little bit more hybridization, but it's still very, very close in proximity to landrace. Don't have the exact numbers worked out, how many times you cross it. Haven't figured that part out yet, but the patterns are all there. And then in totality, only like opposing in totality. So you think it's 50-50 or you think it's 60-40 indica and it ends up being 60-40 sativa. Likelihood of the genetics being like 2 crosses off of a landrace, something like that, are very high. And I'm not going to argue with people about the existence of landrace and whether there is real landrace still. And If it's growing untouched by human hands out in the wild, it's landrace. And for that matter, Durban poison was cultivated for thousands of years by the Bantu tribe, and it's still considered landrace. So anyway, Smoker. Some El Lechero. Another way you tell your indica. Now, although beta-caryophyllene can pop up in sativa, it's always going to maintain that sedating quality that beta-caryophyllene has. Typically, when you see beta-caryophyllene prominent in a profile, sedating. Alpha indica. Well, we got kind of white ash birded here, so that's good. No blacky blacks. Oh, I've had a lot of shit going on. Really need to start concentrating more on. It just seems so discouraging at times because, like, I put a lot of work into that profile. I really have. Would you like one? Delicious. Ashes on my tongue. Great. Any of the platforms out there that aren't okay with this, this is lip balm. I must heat the lip balm, and it is applied through the condensation. It's not smoke that you are seeing. That is condensate of the lip balm. And you didn't see the pre-application, so that condensation is actually adhering to my lips and making them very supple. Fucking Facebook won't even let me go live anymore. They kicked me right off. I can't even push this to my Facebook anymore. I literally went from like thousands of oh. Zuckerberg, you suck big dicks. I thought I was doing all right when I started making money on Facebook there, till they kicked me in the balls and told me, nope, we don't want your kind here. And then I still see like these massive fucking accounts of like, I don't get it. I see accounts that act like you can't say marijuana or you can't say anything that has anything to do with anything. And then there's accounts that like just legit straight up are showing you how to turn concentrate into rosin and fill it up into a cart. Okay. That. Got a nice little resin line going on it. It's a pretty strong weed. White ash. That what you could call bullshit. Bet you not a lot of people know that. The difference between white and black ash. Do you? It's definitely not all that terpy at all. As far as flavor. Like I had that grape sickle a while back. It was super duper duper terpy. Very earthy. This is a nice indica earthy. But it's not like yuck earthy. Doesn't give you like burnt like bleh. Nice. Real smooth too. Real smooth. Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask what that was. So I suppose this is going over to YouTube. think it's on Rumble too. And Rumble, hi Rumble, I'm still here. Yes, still here. Dove into the cannabis content head first, and then got extremely, what's the word? Discouraged. That is the word. Especially after those fucking stoner fucks on Facebook, man. They were dicks. They made a separate account and took pictures of her boyfriend to look like me. And I swear to God, I did not do anything to them except for just like participate in their little fucking shenanigans, like their group thing. The Smurfs. The Smurfs. If anybody's been around for a minute, you remember the fucking Smurfs and who I'm talking about. The fucking Canadian Smurfs. They caused me all kinds of shit. I had to drop one account. My original account that I was doing like really well on, and then I finally made it back to make a little bit of money, and now I'm back to fucking being in the shadow realms. But anyway, that account got lost because of those fucking Smurf fuckers. And it was retarded. It was so stupid. They gave everybody nicknames in the group, right? Like stoner name, like it's the Smurfs. So it was like Smurfette blah or whatever, Smurf names. And I think they were calling me THC Smurf or something because my name at the time on my screen name was THC and Terps. That's what my YouTube shit is, THC and Terp Talk. So I didn't ask for that. They handed that name to me and then acted like I was like, it was just really dumb. It was a bunch of drama and stupid, and like I didn't even want any part of it. But then they're like making a fake page of me to crazy, saying I was calling them. I'm like, you live in Canada, you fucking weirdo. I don't even know what. But it's the internet, I suppose. Probably drummed them up some sort of viewership. Support against the THC Smurf. Dumb shit. Because I'm pretty sure right around that time is when I really started working on protocol. Evolutionarily adaptive topological discernment and assignment developmental canalytic protocol. In short, topological canalysis. I don't give a shit if other people have already used the word topological. I came to it independently, ergo I am using it. The logic of utilizing terpenes to understand the synergistic interplay between terpenes and cannabinoids. How so? Largely through anecdotal experience and reports of anecdotal experience, and a shit ton of research evidenced on my locals. Check it out if you want. Although a lot of the research that I need, put it this way, the research done, right? Research over in England, research wherever in the world. What weed does everybody want? U.S. import. There's a reason it controls 75% of the illicit market worldwide. Everybody wants American weed, yet this is the weed that is the least studied of any cannabis out there. It's getting lesser so now that the DEA wrote their little fucking bullshit and they backed off the ability for individuals to attain the ability to actually study the plant, to study these, not some fucking freeze-dried bullshit the FDA grew 15 years ago. I think the FDA is nefarious. I will explain. One of two things happened with the Hemp Act. Either one, the FDA is so unable to perform the task that they have been set to do, that they passed federal legislation on a substance that they have no understanding of, evidenced by the fact of the THCA loophole. If that is not the case, then the only other case that comes to my mind easily, maybe there's some other, but is that they intentionally, and for what reason I do not know, set up an alternate federal market so that it doesn't matter if your state says yes or no, you're going to be selling hemp flower on the shelves. And there's still a shit ton of confusion around that, because there's different, like the different types of THC, THCO, THCP, HHC hit you in different ways. So if you don't know exactly what you're buying and then you associate that with, oh, that doesn't give you a buzz. Yeah. But all those THCO, THCP, the reason we've been able to isolate and extract and like work on those and develop them as we have, and there's so much shit on the shelves now, is largely because of those lessened regulations that came in with the Hemp Act and shit. But it just makes me wonder why. Like, if they're not going to legalize it, why are they opening up a secondary competitive market able to operate within states? Prior to the Hemp Act, hemp was defined essentially by its use agriculturally, or, and you know what I mean, for paper or for hemp or for hemp rope and shit like that. So not a lot of leaf, whole lot of stalk. The hemp now, it doesn't differ from marijuana save for the testing of the Delta 9 level pre-harvest or post or pre-consumption, the Delta 9 level, which, by the way, increases exponentially to the level of THCA once it is actually utilized, like smoked, eaten. When it's eaten, it's already in that form. But yeah. So they can literally say this has less than 0.3% Delta 9 THC, but even though it has 30% THCA that has already been decarbed into THC, like the rules are so fucking, like, would that be permissible? Because you've already got the THCA decarbed into THC, but technically what was used to create that product was less than 0.3% Delta 9 THC. This is some good weed. I like this. Just gets me high. By kind of high. Anyway, yeah, I recommend this shit. It's very stony. I hate when people say they can't work when they smoke weed. Now, I can say I've had some sativas freak me the fuck out and make me not want to fucking finish working. I have the boss watching me and shit, heart pumping. But usually if I smoke like a nice indica, I just fucking zone out, and whatever I'm doing, I get done. Anyway, I figured I'd stop into my lovely little channel, smoke a pre-roll. I'm some condensated lip balm pre-application heating process. Black orange.